On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that are flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Crypto. Crypto.
Whew, I made it. I made it. Oh man, let's turn on some lights in this biatch. Woo. Ooh-wee. We made it. We made it, guys. We were at Costco. You know how hard it is to escape Costco? I mean, you know what I just realized? I only spent, this is funny, I only spent $700 at Costco, okay? I only spent. And I was there. And guess what? I have bought baby wipes for the first time in my life. Okay? I bought bulk baby wipes. This is where my money, instead of golf, I did buy some golf balls. Good deal on golf balls at Costco. But my friends, I just bought baby wipes. We haven't decided what diapers we want yet. But I'm telling you, when push comes to shove, Mrs. Otter gets what she wants. And I heard we've done research. Of course, you got to do your research. So, I mean, it's where we start spending more on the child than ourselves. You know, this is the tilt we're getting into, right? If you want a dollar cost average, Mrs. Otter's now look, she's happy. Ah, come and show. Are you coming into? You got to come into the screen. Yeah. Ah. I hope if our baby looks like this, she's gonna go.
It's not gonna.
Okay.
Unless a gene comes back.
There's a chance, isn't there?
There's always a chance.
But that's not putting probabilities in your favor like we do in trading, right?
Anyway. So heavy.
900. How long will 900 wipes last?
About a week.
900.
I don't know. Depends how poopy our baby is.
You shouldn't be lifting heavy things. Young lady. Young lady. Don't be lifting. We got 1,800 wipes, okay? Speaking of Costco and wipes and daddy stuff, if any of you have daddy issues, I got a joke for you, okay? Feeling terribly good dad jokes. Now, we are on, what number are we on here? We are on number 9. Number 9, my friends. How are we all doing today? Good to see you all. I'm going to shout you guys all out after our dad jokes here. I'm just kind of settling in after, I ran home. I didn't run. I drove home. Now, the question is, why are books about anti-gravity the best? Why are books about anti-gravity the best? Because they're impossible to put down. Oh, I like that one. I'd give that an 8 out of 10. And especially because Mrs. Otter loves books. So we'll give it a 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Well, that's... Oh, man. So what's going on, gang? It's good to see you guys here. My God, we got so many legends in the chat. Chris Klein... Finally get into the live stream, man. Good to see you, bro. Seymour Liddy as well. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you guys for being here and supporting the channel. Jesse, what's going on, gang? What's going on, man? Good to see you, Scott. And BC Port Corp. Good to see you. Bully Berry showing up. Yeah, we just had some shepherd's pie. I mean, how do you... As part of a balanced breakfast, when you have shepherd's pie for lunch, you're even when you're quaffing it down and you really just need to get onto your live stream, it's still delicious, right? Alexandra G, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you, Vegas Miner. Good to see you as well. I mean, so many absolute great people in here. What's going on, Crypto Wanderer? Good to see you as well. He said to smack that like button on the way in. Yeah, that's a pretty sound idea. What's going on? Amy Lives Crypto. I mean, BC Port Corp, Amy Lives Crypto, Lunar Beaches Crypto. I mean, go and check out their channels. Fellow creators. Good to see you guys in here. Much love to you guys. Sash, good to see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? FOMO Sapien. People are saying Costco is the best. Hey! Tradefly, my brother from another mother, man. What's going on, my brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. We'll have to get out and golf soon. I just can't stop. What's going on, Farmer? Good to see you. They don't sell Pampers at Costco, but I was all about the Pampers, Swaddles, and Cruisers. I just want the ones where the baby can't explode through them. Okay? I don't know. Even when I did the basement renovation, I bought a sink that's like 34 inches by 16 inches. It's like I could bathe in it. Like I could put a plug in it and I could row down the stream. That's how big the sink is in the kitchen. I mean, when you're going to do your own kitchen renovation, these are things you consider now. Woo! Good to see you. Darren does things in the chat. Working and lurking, my man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Dave Digital, man, throwing the otters up as usual. Thank you for being here, my man. Proof of otter. Yeah, proof of otter. You gotta see the proof of otter. Throw some otters in the chat down below. Good to see you, Melissa. Hope you're doing well. Much love to you. Man, you got to shout out to all the ladies here, man. This is why this is a kind and loving crypto space. Ty Fox, good to see you as well. Keto RXD, another queen of the chat, and David Brumbelow, 5.8 out of 10, almost caught back up. So he's got that 2x on Alex O Crypto. How's that beatbox for a 2x? Good to see you guys all in the chat. Much love to all of you guys. Now, Wayne C., good to see you. Luke Zaldana, good to see you. My God, getting through that list is getting a little bit harder, which means we're growing. We are growers, and we got the showing that is going on right now. So what are we prepared for? What is going on with this price action? Bitcoin really messing about, right? Really messing about, not really giving us any kind of direction besides down. Besides down. So we're going to have to talk to Bitcoin here. Now, even though Bitcoin has been going down, we have turned that frown, I guess you would say, upside down. Now, if you didn't believe I was in Costco, I did this in public, okay? This.
Can I get a hoya?
We got some ramen here. I did this for you guys.
Can I get a hoya?
Can I get a hoya? Now the funny thing is here, when did ramen cost $11? I don't care how much ramen you get. Okay? This is called inflation, baby. You know when you used to buy Mr. Noodles packs, the cheap ones, 35 cents, 20 cents. $11. Is this like bougie? This is Hoya. And we got golf carts, okay? And golf carts as well. 11 minutes of nonsense so far. I mean, D1 if you want to go, man. I don't mind. Because the trade setups were given in advance and we all made money today. So have fun, man. Because we're a community. And we like to have fun. But what do you guys think? 14K? 14K? For one of these, kind of like a Land Rover. How are you getting this to the golf course, though? That's what I want to know. How are we getting this to the golf course? I don't know. I don't know about that. So Bitcoin. We were looking for a bounce today, clearly. Now I gave these first two setups in advance in our Discord, right? So either you took them or you didn't. This one was up to here. This one was up to here. Now it's your job to take profits however you see fit. Now we had our CPI data this morning, right? And you get the typical scammy price action, right? With any kind of CPI data, any kind of data, you're bound to get that scammy price action. So how do you prepare for it, really, is what you got to ask yourselves, right? So we know that this is pretty much a nothing burger, right? We have inflation, Jerome Powell day, all this. So let's just pretend price went like this today, right? On the other day. So we are basically range bound. That's kind of what I was identifying, right? So, and then you can see we came down here, we consolidated sideways. Now, if I was to pull a fixed range volume profile within this area here, we can see that we came down perfectly within the point of control. Now, this has trickled down a little bit here, but the point of control was literally here this morning. Okay, so you can see on this volume node over here at 67,530. Now, the price did come down to this area. It wicked down quite perfectly, and we were able to give that long trade setup in advance. Okay, so this is, this was pretty much a fire entry. You have our beautiful data that came in here, up, down, all around. So you don't really want to trade before that comes in, right? You want to be very cautious, in my opinion. And then you got your point of control that's coming in right here, right, of the range. And then you have a beautiful golden pocket. So you have confluence within this area to look for this trade. We get a quick wick down, okay? And this was actually, it happened really quickly. Anything like this, where it becomes a risk-free trade right off the get-go. And what do I mean by that? Is that if I rewind back to this area here, you can see when I press play how quickly price bounces out of this area. Boom, right? So that quick bounce really allows us to take profit. Now, what gave me this next level that may interest you is that for me, I could see that there, we bounced up. We created a lower low here. So this was my first indication that we could be coming down right here. Okay, and then price bounces up. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for, basically, I'm looking for them to try and grab this order block, this liquidity down here, right? So I'm looking for them to grab this. And then I like a fib extension. So I went from swing low to swing high. And I got a 272 bounce level where I was able to take this long. And I got out with 50% of my position. Then it came back at break even. So I took a 50% win off of this, right? So managing risk along the way is very important. And now you can see that we've rolled over quite dramatically after that and pushed price all the way down to this bounce level here. And I believe some of us are still in this trade. I'm not in this trade anymore. I have take profits on this trade as well. Now, this one was a bounce down to the very, very bottom order block here. And I believe Brewberry, another trader in our group, was looking for price to come down to this area. Okay, so multiple areas of confluence, of levels to trade, and allowing us to take profits on the day. Okay, so we're going to go top down on Bitcoin, where we're looking to trade, what we're looking to trade, and all those good stuff. Also, if you guys want me to go over your altcoins, please throw them in the chat now. That would be great. And hopefully we can get to them later after we do top down on Bitcoin. Kelechi says RIP stream. Injective. A lot of Injective already coming through. So what are we looking for now, right? Bitcoin, this is almost like a double bottom. Now I do see, is it lagging? The stream says to be okay on my end. My end says it's okay. My end says stream is healthy. That is my report right now. Stream is healthy. I hear the hot TA. Hot. Okay. My face is lagging. Left, right. We're good? It's not you, it's me. Oh man. Let's get those alts in the chat down below. Then we're gonna look over our areas where we're looking for a bounce, what the general consensus is here, and where we can look to go after aggressive little, sell-off, right? A little sell-off. And it's crazy. I don't know how to put it any more we'll be okay. It's going to be all right. Don't worry. Because if we're range bound right now, but I wanted to check here, just fear and greed. If we're range bound and we're at 70 greed, okay? So when we drop down to 56K, we went down to 50-ish fear, right? So we were up to 78. We've dropped down to 70. So people are still pretty greedy, right? Still pretty greedy. And we know that Bitcoin typically wants to bore us out before they head upwards, right? And that's the general idea here, is that we are range bound and price tends to range. And the more we range bound at 70,000 to 60,000, the bigger, in my opinion, the catalyst for us to shoot up is, okay? Now, does that not mean that we do not come down? Now, I said this morning in the Discord that I'm somewhat a little bit bearish until we have this correction. Now, I am looking for the correction to come down to around 64,000. Okay, so if we look at this objectively here, we have our beautiful range that we're all so bored of, right? We're all so bored of. And if we pull volume here, right? So this 64,000 is a big level of support. we could swing a little bit lower, like 63.5, okay? And we have a couple of bounce areas before that. Now, what we do see here is that we do see that we have pushed up, okay, into this area with a double top, right? And I am looking for, because we have broken structure down below here, I am looking for us to do something like this, okay? Something like this. Will this come a little bit lower before doing this one? Maybe. This is the idea, okay? This is the idea. And depending on how low we go, okay? How low can you go? But for me right now, the patience is required, okay? It's required because we've gotten a crazy week. We need to let the dust to settle. A lot of people who are new to trading shouldn't trade during weeks like this. It's very bad for your P&L. It's choppy. It will liquidate you. It will pump and dump in directions that you couldn't even imagine, okay? So being a prepared trader, being a trader who takes profits and puts, sometimes making sure that we're prepared, by protecting our risk is going to be crucial during a week like this. Now, if we do come down and we do get a big crash, right? Do we come down to 58,000? Do we come down to 60,000? Well, that would be the range, right? The thing that's kind of keeping me above this area here generally is just because of where the altcoins are, okay? The alts are going to... Now, I think Lunar Beach is crypto. Now, if you're not following him, go and follow him. But I think he was talking about retesting bear market highs, or bear market highs, right? So alts are going to be retesting bear market highs. Some of them have performed better than others, and I think that's out of the question. But a lot of them are down here and have a big drop down to retest highs, right? A lot of them are down here suggesting that they can come back down to retest highs. Now, will Bitcoin do that? I don't think so, but it's always on the table. We treat this as a range until it tells us something else. What this tells me right now is that we have dropped, we are looking for a correction, and then we are looking for a continuation, okay? So we be patient and we wait to let them see. If we start to close and we lose below 60,500, well, then we'll have to reconsider our plans, right? But for now, we treat this as a range and look for continuation. Okay? There's a couple of warning signs I want to give you guys. Okay, so we look at the weekly. The weekly has money coming out, VWAP coming out, anchor trigger wave to the downside. So the money is really the only thing that's countering this, is that the money flow here remains thick and green, where we have this kind of continuation here to the downside. Okay, so that's the only thing, is that the money suggests that money is still flat. Money has come into the asset and remains to the upside. Okay, any sort of dip on the money is okay, as long as we're not crossing the zero line, coming out totally of the market. And now that will be further told later down the line. Let's say when we get 1, 2, 3, I would say about 4 weeks, like a month from now, right? Because what I'm targeting for me is mid-July, end of July area for this thing to kind of play out, okay? For us to get out of here. And that will be a lot of boredom, a lot of volatility, and if we can have that catalyst to pumping up, okay? So we need to be prepared, but we also can take advantage of short-term price action in a range. It's very, very possible to do that. And we've proven that today just by going through all of our trade setups that we gave in advance today, right? We were able to take those 1% trades that were giving us money, right? By managing risk, we're able to take those trades. So that's one thing. 3-day, going into Friday, looking a little bit more bearish than I had expected, okay? So I was talking to you guys at the beginning of the week that we will get 2 candles on our 3-day this week, one on Tuesday and one on Friday, okay? So we're going to open up on Friday pretty negatively, in my opinion, right? You open, you close, and then you open your next candle. So we really want to see a push back here because this is a pretty bearish looking candle. We are getting a red dot on the 3-day and VWAP suggesting more downwards action. So it's not looking too good, but nonetheless, even if we get a little bit of a pushback, we can still look for that corrective move down, and then maybe we start to work our way back up to the top of the range, okay? So these are things to keep in mind, okay? So patience is going to prevail. Also, letting the dust really settle after such a crazy volatile week, which literally has pushed the markets down this week, okay? So we be patient, we wait for trades to come to us, and hopefully we can take advantage of that price action, okay? Are we doing... You're a beast scalping, says Robert Jones. Thank you, man. Thank you, yeah. I mean, the trade setups have been working quite well with those scalps. Thank you so much, Nick. I think I missed the last one, man. I'm going to pin that now. I was in the zone, man. I was in the zone. Thank you so much, Nick Musgrave, for the altcoin list. We'll get through those today. Much love, bro. Much love. So the daily, pushing down, we said the stochastics changing was a little bit of a warning sign, right? We can see that here. And the fact that we're getting very choppy, non-directive money flow is saying that we're range bound, right? This is ranging, right? If we're trending, either we're trending down or we're trending up, right? So this is very much indecision in the market. You can see it happens here as well. So you have like range bound here, but this is just range bound here. So for me right now, we want to see clear and concise money coming in, right? You can see higher lows being formed on the daily here, but no real concise trend with our money flow. So that's something to watch on the daily as well. And when we get into our 12-hour, this to me looks like it still has a little bit of legs to it. Now we could be doing a little bit of a double bottom here. And remember we said A, B, C, right? So that's why I was looking for some longs today, because I'm looking for that B wave up to here before we come down on our C wave down, right? This is going to get everybody bullish again. We're all going to be like, yay, we're going to break out. Watch the videos. They're all going to happen again. Nobody will be talking about how we're just correcting right now. They'll be like, oh, we're going to the moon. Let's go. If we get this move up here, we're going to the moon again. You know, and you'll see the open mouth thumbnails with the rocket ships and $1 billion on their thumbnails and all that good stuff coming up, right? But for me right now, equal tops, corrective measure, then continuation. That's where I'm at right now. And we'll have to wait for price action to really tell us that story, right? Because we're going into Friday tomorrow. Friday, you know, good old Friday. We haven't had a good old Friday stream in a while because I was on vacation, so we'll be looking at that as well. But it's definitely something to be prepared for, okay? Alex, were you yawning in the thumbnail today? We need to know. Yeah. Maybe that will be the next one. Right? Maybe that could be the next thumbnail. I don't think people would click on that, right? I used to do the open mouth thumbnail. You know, I used to be part of that crew when I first started, and then I had some dignity back. I have no problem with if people want to do open mouth thumbnails. Go ahead. For me, it's not for me. Okay, and that's just it. D1, thanks for the TA. Sorry about the 11-minute thing. No worries, brother. No worries, man. We're here to help, and hopefully we can help you become a profitable trader. The alpha's in the Discord. All I'm doing is yelling at a box on the top of my screen right now. So, I mean, if you can join us in the Discord, you know, you get all these amazing traders. Even sometimes this guy, he's pretty cool too, man. This guy with his circles. His name's Post, and apparently he stalks me. So we love him too, though. But the TA is always there, and it's always ready. Gave you guys the levels in advance. Very simple, straightforward, long before price action kind of does it. So, you know, we're prepared, right? A prepared trader is a profitable trader, and a patient trader is a profitable trader. And we also have, you know, other traders in here, Lunar Beaches Crypto, Kyle, Brewberry. I mean, you guys put on a clinic. Brewberry does a live stream every morning. I mean, blessed, man. We're very blessed in this Discord to have such a great community of like-minded people crushing it. BTC to 16K. I guess we're going to have to call Gareth Soloway because BTC is going to 16,000. Okay, going into the 8-hour here and the 12-hour, what do we see? Is that we're starting to see a little bit of hopium, right? That anchor wave down low, right? With money coming up. There's the hopium, right? So now the shorter term time frames are starting to kind of suggest that we could be going into a pushback here on our daily, because when we oscillate above, we typically look for that bullish catalyst to the upside, which we could be looking for on our shorter term time frames, where the 12-hour, the 8-hour, and so forth are looking a lot stronger, right? So we'll track momentum down. We want to look for that breakout continuation, right? We do know, though, that this range that we have put in this week is somewhat BS, right? It's somewhat just news driven. So what we can do is wait. This is a nice reset and wait for the dust to settle come tomorrow and the weekend. And then the next trading week, I think, will be a lot better, in my opinion. Okay, so it's important to know where you are, right? I always tell people whenever I'm teaching or trying to help someone, is like, ask where you are right now whenever you get to the charts, right? And if we look at next week, it's not, you know, FOMC week. It's, you know, we got some Michigan sentiment, right, tomorrow, which is okay. But we had the PPI this morning. But next week, you look at this. This is a lot more manageable, right? Retail sales Tuesday, building permits. You know, this is it's not duds, but it's something that's definitely not going to be as influential as interest rates and inflation rates and all that, right? So that's something to always keep in mind. Going into the 4-hour here, what do we see? So we can see the Nothing Burger crazy move up top here, pumping up, dumping down, right? Coming back, grabbing some liquidity up here before really heading down. So you can see the move, push down, consolidation, dump down, V-shaped recovery, okay, middle of the range. Now we seem to be dropping a little bit more. We have come into our order block down below here. We are currently bouncing, but not aggressively, in my opinion, to where we are really coming down. And you can see these 4-hour candles are quite bearish, okay? Quite bearish indeed. This one being the news event, but this one is after PPI. So we can see that we are clearly getting that push down and hopefully coming down to some key levels where we can look for bounces, okay? Going into our short-term time frame, what do we see? It's very much consolidation at the bottom of this range here. We do have some key levels that I always suggest for you guys to add to your charts, which help me really take profits, get into trades, all that good stuff. And by doing that, you know, I was able to scalp this morning from here to here, from here to here, right? Back up, and then we dumped, right? And then look to get back in here, and vice versa. And look, they come up, they retest, they get rejected. So they tend to really help me on my trading strategy and how I take profits or how I enter trades and where I'm looking for rejections and continuations throughout price action. But you can see we've pushed up here, and we've just simply rolled over after coming up to that resistance level. So patience will prevail. Now, a lot of the altcoins are absolutely getting smacked right now, like smacked. And I can sense there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of fear in the market right now, right? And when in doubt, they always say zoom out, right? And what is your gut? You got to ask yourself, what is your plan? Are you an intraday trader? Are you trading within the day? Are you scalping? Are you swing trading? Are you what are you looking to do with all of this, right? And then what's the difference between investing and trading, right? And that's, I think a lot of people, they get that crossover and they don't understand what the point is, right? On investing and trading, right? Like I have an investment portfolio that, you know, I've I've been averaging in from down here, right? My first buys were here. My biggest buys were here, right? And then I've added here. So throughout this run, you know, I've had a plan, and the plan was to sell here, right? To sell here. And by having this plan, not even conviction, but just a plan, right? And I can adjust, right? This is January of next year, right? Of next year, yeah. So we have some ideas. We got the ETH ETFs early. We're expecting rate cuts, I would say, in November 7th, I think is the date, 2 days after the election. Now, some people may say, I think Lunar Beaches Crypto mentioned like a cut in September, which is possible, okay? But we're prepared, right? And I think if we can separate trading from investing, you know, it can be a lot more comforting, right? You want to be confident as a trader and as an investor, right? If you're investing in things, what is your time horizon? What are you looking for? And by doing that, you can allow yourself, you know, to actually breathe, right? Because sometimes it can be very stressful and very emotional, and we want to kind of try to get those emotions out of it. So when in doubt, zoom out, my friends. But I am looking for the breakout of this move here to happen around the end of July, beginning of August. So we'll draw a box here, and we'll say Alex's breakout area here. We'll go to June 17th to this area here, all the way to August 5th, okay? And we'll hold myself accountable, and we'll see here. We'll make it the CME box, and we'll rename it, and we'll put Alex is a wanker, okay? Alex is a wanker, okay? And by doing this, we'll see what happens. But that's where I'm looking for this thing to eventually break out from. Okay? What date is it here? July, yeah, so right here, July 15th to August 5th, okay? Alex is a wanker, and hopefully we can get, well, let's extend it here so we can get the full idea here to the Alex is the wanker area, okay? And hopefully we break out from here. But so far, so good, right? So far, so good. Let's jump into your favorite altcoins, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, supporting this channel, helping me help you guys. I mean, I was yelling at a camera in Australia with 3 people watching. One of them was my mom. One of them was Lunar Beaches Crypto. And, you know, and then Tony Soprano would come and say, hey, what are you doing? And then Sniper's Nightmare would come through and say hello. But now we got some viewers, man, because we've been crushing it. So we're gonna get into all your favorite altcoins. Thank you guys for being here, smashing those like buttons. Don't forget Bully Barry and Darren Does Things. Bring back the mattress, the air mattress he's talking about. Good times, man. Good times, man. Out of the gutter and into the, you know, the screens, the lights, the cameras, the action, baby. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups, as they say. Let's go. Amy in crane, yes, on the balcony. Amy in crane position on the balcony, trying to get the Aussie Wi-Fi to work. I love you guys, man. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Injective. Get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. What's for dinner closer? Don't look at me for the TRB. Undercover better sit low. The product base better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips. The market can stay irrational much longer than we can stay solvent. That's the one. That's the one, David Brumbelow. Alexo, crypto, undercover better sit low. The product base better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo.
crypto. Fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
All right. All right. Let's go through some of these. My friends, Injective. I think we've all become Injective maxis. Look at the Injective weekly, okay? It's beautiful. This is beautiful, okay? ETH baby, says Robert Jones. Amy with baby, that's what's up. What's going on, Retro Mike Tech? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. We love Injective here. And for good reason, it's done okay? But nonetheless, what are we looking for here on Injective? Retrace continuation. Amy, you going to go outside and do the crane position for the Wi-Fi? Remember the good old days in Australia? Yeah? She just came by. She didn't look too impressed. She doesn't look too impressed. So yeah, going into the daily on Injective. Okay, pump and dump. Okay, we were expecting a little bit of a bounce. Money is coming back into Injective. So you can see here, as we started to make higher highs and higher lows throughout here, you can see money is coming back in, looking good. We're a little bit overextended now on our daily. So we're looking for a little bit of a cool off. And we were looking for a return back down to this trend line here. Now, looking at previous TA, right? And when we look at this, it's hard to say that we didn't come down to our buy zone. Retro Mike Tag member for 5 months. Amy with baby. My man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Retro Mike Tech. My man. I mean, go follow RMT, first of all. If you know what's good for you. And second of all, thank you, Retro Mike Tech. I appreciate you, brother. Means a lot to me. But you can see that we did revisit the highs and we did bounce back up to the top of this trend line and then get rejected. Okay, so understanding the way we use these trend lines, the momentum was to the upside. We came back, we retested it, we retested the highs, we pumped up to the top of it. We tested these highs, remember? And we pumped up to the top of it, and then we got rejected back down. So where are we looking for support to hold? That would be around $28.43. Now, the thing is, okay, if BTC has started to correct, right, we look to track when Injective breaks out of that correction, right? So you could go this way or you could go this way, right? Depending on what you're looking for here on Injective. I'm going to go with this one here just because it looks as though we are in a bull flag. Now, how do you see that? Well, you can see if I connect these with like a channel tool, you can see a beautiful flag, right? So what makes sense to me right now, knowing that this is a key level of support and resistance, and we are below it, I'm going to turn this to red. I'm going to understand that that is a key resistance we need to get above. We are in this downwards channel, and we have a key level of support down below us here. So I'm going to be looking for a possible long down here, or I'm going to look for a return to the top of the channel and a potential short, right? Up here. And we want to just protect ourselves here below these lows here, giving ourselves enough wiggle room for the price to materialize to the upside. But it's definitely something I would keep my eyes on Injective here, because to me, this is a bull flag. Okay, as simple as you can draw it, it is here where you are making this beautiful flag. And to me, if you put that up here, it is a very, very nice move back up to our previous range, okay? back up into that range. So depending on where we break out of this flag, right, it's going to be quite lucrative that this trade here can turn into this trade here, which is kind of cool, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, I do hold a lot of Injective. I am bullish on Injective. I don't want to spook you out. I'm going to say, oh, Alex told me to buy Injective. No, I didn't. What I suggested is how to trade this, right? Now, if we lose this support level here around $28.40, then I look for us to return all the way back down to 26.5, okay? And 26.5 has acted as a very key level for us to get above. You can see the multiple plethora of touches throughout this level down here that we would look to hold throughout, okay? So this beautiful level up here, we need it to hold at 25.7 to 26.7, okay? That 26.7 is going to be our first line of defense. We'll put our buy zone there. And that's, if I was dollar cost averaging, that's where I'd be looking to dollar cost average, but I would obviously have an initial investment first, okay? We need TA on ENA. Jeanette, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wifey only, one way to find out. Good to see you, wifey. Wick's wife, let's go. RMT, about to vomit. You guys behave yourselves. It feels like every summer BTC is bearish and September comes and it's bullish. Sell them and go away, right? It's quite interesting because in September rolls around and it's just like yeehaw. And September's like I believe September is typically bearish for the stock market. So the kids come back from go back to school and Bitcoin's like, hurrah, let's go. Okay? So Injective looks like it's rolling over. We have that key support here at 28.4, but if we do lose this flag here, we're coming back down to that 26.6 area, okay? And that's what I'm looking for on Injective, short to medium term, okay? Let's go over to Ando. Those real-world assets, they just kind of teasing us, right? Just teasing us enough to rug us. Right? Everybody's like, what's going on, man? This was like bullish. Rug show, right? Rug show. And it's simply coming back to retest these lows here. You can see how well these volume areas work when acting as support and resistance. And we were talking about getting above this $1.32 area. It didn't, right? So we need to see 122 hold. Okay, going out on the daily here. The daily money is beautiful on Ando, okay? We continue to push up. Larry Fink loves this thing. So why not us, right? Why not us, right? Let's get a piece of our pie. So Ando, you have this area down here that's going to be your very big kind of bullish support right around $1.15. Right now we want to see $1.22 hold, but $1.15 would be that big support level. If we lose that, we come back and revisit the highs all the way down at $1, okay? At $1. So we go from swing low to swing high. We can see that dollar zone coming in right here, golden pocket, would be the bounce zone for Ando if we do get that big drop, okay? So that's something to be aware of. But I'm not there yet. I'm in the correction phase, not the dump phase, okay? So we'll see how the correction plays out on Bitcoin, where we are looking for this to correct to the downside, right? To correct down and then eventually get back up and challenge that 70,000 area. So maybe we correct down another 4%, which is easy. Bitcoin farts a 4% move, okay? So we're aware of that, okay? What's going on, Melissa? What part of Cali? My dad is in LA. Oh, LA. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Can you take a look at Theta? Might be heading to the bear market highs. So that's a very good assumption for looking for a bounce, okay? I'm my hero. I like that name. Some people got some creative names here. I mean, Alex O Crypto. I don't know how creative that was. Last name's an O, so it just rhymes, okay? Let's go and take a look at your next one, MATIC. Oh, my MATIC bags are, yeah. I wish I bought Solana. Oh, man. MATIC. Automatic, supersonic, hypnotic. So looking at MATIC here, breaking down from our ascending triangle, okay? Oof. Oof. Am I allowed to say oof again? I don't like where MATIC is right now, guys. 1 2 step. Rhyme with me, let your body get on the floor. MATIC coming down to these lows. I mean, it's sad for MATIC right now. It is sad for MATIC because you got the Nike deals and all these things for MATIC. You're looking to come back into this area here. If it bounces, it bounces, okay? But right now, alts are getting absolutely destroyed. And guess what? When there's blood in the streets, what do they say, Pollo? When there's blood in the streets, Pollo, what do they say, man? What do they say? Cluck, cluck, mother, beep, effers. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, that NSYNC. Is that NSYNC? Bye, bye, bye. Yeah. So I went there. Yeah, losing this crazy uptrend here. Not looking good for MATIC. This is your area here where we're 60 cents has got to hold. Otherwise, you're revisiting bear market levels at 50 cents, 55. I bought here, guys. This was the buy on MATIC right here. That was my investment buy on MATIC. Okay? I'm up 16% since August of 2023. No. August 2023, yeah, that's the one. This was June 10th when we bought. June 10th, sorry. The FTX collapse. That's when we bought. Congratulations, Alex O Crypto. You've waited this long. You've waited this long. You've waited this long, right? So, we look for consolidation on MATIC. We want to see the bounce. Obviously, we want to see the bounce. It's not bouncing. Okay, it's not bouncing right now. So, we wait, right? We wait for confirmed lows and bouncing, right? You can see a swing failure pattern here, creating a bullish divergence where we're at right now on the 4-hour. That's a good sign. This is a good sign. Lower lows, higher highs, right? Want to see money coming back into the asset on the shorter term time frames, right? Creating that bullish divergence, higher highs, higher lows, breaking out of this downtrend and popping up above 67 cents. Okay, that's going to be getting back within this range, getting back up here and within this range up here. Until it does so and starts making higher highs and higher lows, I wouldn't touch this with your stick and someone else pushing. That's the saying, right? So I think there's better assets. If you're looking to trade this, okay, go ahead. Bullish divergence, looking to push up, break out of this downwards trend line. Looking for a DCA, I mean, I think there's a lot better buys, and it's not my job to give you financial advice. For me, I've been looking at Celestia, Injective, Arbitrum, Optimism, Beam. There's a whole bunch of them out there that I do believe that will perform a little bit better than MATIC. However, that's up to you to do your own research and figure that out for your dang self, okay? But right now, bullish divergence at key lows. Let's see if it holds and pushes back. I would wait for a confirmed higher low after a higher high, and that's where I would look to long this. I would not want to be a victim of this dumping on our heads, okay? So cautious, 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 okay? Cautious. Okay, now let's go over to Jupiter. Another one that a lot of people love, okay? So we're not about marrying our bags here, but you know, this I heard Jupiter airdrop and then everybody just gets so bullish about this thing. Jupiter airdrop. Can somebody tell me what Jupiter does in the chat, man? I do not know what it does. I have not looked into it. I have not done my own research on it, but I can damn trade it if I had to. So yeah, at the lows here, holding lows. Pulling this around here, pulling this around here. You got a volume node within here, okay? Jupiter, it's a DEX on Solana. Amazing DEX. You can DCC, limit order, and swap. Okay, cool. Cool, see? Learning things. That's why we have community, baby. Oh, man. DEX, baby. DEX, baby. Not enough liquidity. DEX, baby. Not enough liquidity. That's how I feel about DEXs right now. Oh, yeah. So you can see you're just like falling wedge kind of thing right now. Not looking good. Not looking good. It's gotta hold right now, guys. It's an amazing DEX, but it's dying. So yeah, if you lose this support, like I said, if you lose this support and you don't get some higher highs and higher lows, I mean, if you're gonna long this, use a stop loss, okay, my friends? Use a stop loss. Otherwise, Rafiki is gonna drop Simba, okay? I try to give it some life for you guys, everybody who holds this. We got Rafiki here trying to hold up price action for you. Okay. Yeah, you're very much beaten up below the lows here. I'd like to see it get above 96 cents. A buck would be better. Okay, a buck would be better. You can see you have a big level of support here at $1. Team Mufasa dropped the brat. Oh, Team Scar. I think that's the one. But you can see nice rounding here at the bottoms. Money's coming out. That's kind of ugly. What's the daily say? Okay, there's some hopium here. VWAP crossover the 0 line. The daily looks okay. The 4-hour double bottom. Money coming back in. That's a good sign on the 4-hour here. You can see money's making higher highs here and higher lows. That's a good sign. So it's at that level, right, where it's like either it falls off a cliff or it gives you some hopium, right? And it gets you back up within the range. So, you know, I'm going to give you double luck for all my homies out there. I will give you the no and the Rafiki. Sky High and Rafiki trying to push price up here for you guys, okay? But you're at a buy level, right? You could pump from here. Let's see some Sky Highs in the chat, baby. Let's go, no. For the win, Sky High. Oh, baby. Let's go. Oh, man. Good to see you, Mark Dutch, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? Let's go over and take a look at Myro. Ooh, Solana dog. See, I know more about a Solana dog coin than I know Jupiter. That shows you how messed up the industry is. Look at all the sky highs in the chat. Let's go. My guys. My gals, my girls and gals. Oh, man. I mean, we've had some good calls on Myro. You know, this wedge breakout here, that was pretty sexy. The buy zone here on Myro. Yeah, it's ugly. It's a big-ass sell-off, right? which is okay, because we know how to trade these things. So if we go over here, we pull the volume across, we can see that we have some key levels. We're at the value area high of the giant range. We want to see price come back up to this point of control. We have a couple of stops along the way, as we can see here, but we are very much at that bottoming level. Could we bounce, right? Could we bounce is the question. So when we look at any kind of meme coin, okay, we need to account for the volatility, which means we're going to lower our leverage and we're going to lower the amount of money we are trading with, because we do not want to get wrecked, okay? Because we get a move like this and we make 20%. Very, very quickly does that thing come right back down on our heads and make us lose the same amount. So what do we see here? We can see lows and highs coming in here, creating that anchor trigger wave, basic market cipher strategy, where we're looking for the continuation with money coming back into the asset on the 4 hour here at a very key level of support that we are looking for the price to hold. So this is definitely the buy zone where we want price to hold. Now we do have some resistance in front of us that we are well aware of as well. So we'll draw this out here and we'll be aware of that. Now that we've sandwiched price, right, we want to be typically looking for longs down here, right? And when we look at the 1 hour, we can see a lot of swing failure patterns down, coming and grabbing liquidity here. However, the thing that concerns me is that we have failed to make a higher high here. So I would like to see a higher high here and then a return, and then we look to fire off a long, okay? Other than that, you can see that we are clearly, we pushed up into the sell zone here, not taking out the previous high, but we have made a higher low. So that's my first sign, but I do want to see the continuation of this upwards, which would need a higher high and a higher low for a continuation, where I would look to fire off a long from there. Then I would look for this high to be taken out. Okay, but we want to see that nice structure, creating higher highs and higher lows, getting out of this kind of consolidation down at our lows. If we lose this level, just like Rafiki said, goodbye, Simba. Rafiki will show you the way, and the way will be to the bottom into the lower range here, right? So you'd fall within this range, probably coming back to this level here at 17 cents. Okay, so let's see it hold. There's still some hope. A very red day across the board for the crypto industry. Okay? I don't need no money, just pay me an algo, says Wick's wife. Good to see you, Wick's wife, man. Much love to you. Much love to you. Are we getting paid in algo or what? I know David Brumbelow. He's I think he's algo heavy. Algo heavy. We'll just call it algo heavy. Let's go over to Ton. I like when the bee goes. Sing when the bee goes. Sing when the bee goes. That ton. Ooh, that ton so scandalous. And you know another didn't handle this. Is it ton or ton? Is it ton or ton? Is it ton or ton? You guys tell me. I'm going to go with ton. Toncoin. Ton, pawn, Don, D-O-N. Yeah, it's Toncoin. Ton's ripping, baby. Ton is... Do I not have Ton added? Ton should be... What? Yeah, on Bybit. Of course it's on Bybit. Ton, like a ton of weight. Ton. Okay, we're looking at ton. The coin changed on us all of a sudden. So ton has had a nice hold here, a nice move up. If anything, right? Bullish news. The Telegram coin has done it again, holding the buy zone. Okay, like, sheesh. Now we're at the top. So what are we looking for? We're looking for shorts. I'm sorry to say it, but we're looking for shorts. And we're going to track momentum here, right? So, but we are looking for shorts. I'm sorry to say that, but we are looking for this to come back down to reality. But today's the day my father passed away 15 years ago, so it's just such a day that we all have for them. Salute to you, Mark Dutch, and God bless your father. May he have an amazing rest in peace. I'm sure he's looking down at you proud. I mean, you make us proud as well. You're always good for a laugh, but we do love and appreciate you, Mark Dutch. God bless you and your family, and we love you, man. We love you. Satan, at that level, right? At that level where we're looking for that rejection off of the highs, right? Otherwise, it's a breakout and parabolic run to the upside. Now, where will we look for this to continue, right? So I'm looking at this, and I'm looking to pull a fib, right? So I'm going to go from swing high here to the OG to the bottom here, and I'm going to pull some levels, right? I'm going to get some extension levels that are going to allow me to see if we do break out. These are targets that I'm going to look for. Now, I am also going to go from this high over here. Actually, let's get rid of that. I'm going to go from this low over here to this high up here to this low over here. Extension levels. So we got our beautiful 618. Look at the confluence, right? We want to make sure our extension levels have confluence. Look at that. Perfectly calling the top, right? So I'm going to mark out my 786 extension level. I'm going to mark out my 1-to-1 extension level. And I'm going to mark out my 1 to 618. I don't need to get too overly ambitious with marking out levels. I just want to have confluence with one of the key levels. So if we do break out, I can be looking for possible reactions of price at these areas. For now, though, let's zoom in a little bit. We got some support and resistance. Let's pull volume across here. We got a level here. And we got a level here, okay? And we're looking for these to hold. Okay, let's see if TON does hold. But nonetheless, amazing move up today in spite of what has been going on this week. So that's a good sign on TON. We look to track momentum to the upside here. And then we are looking for a rejection up at the highs, okay? For trading-wise right now, chop, pump, chop, pump. So for me, the hard one to call in such an environment, you have that push down, liquidity grab, coming down, grabbing liquidity here, pushing onwards and upwards. So I would look for this to come back down to this area here for a potential long. And then clearly, you're looking to swing failure pattern this a little bit higher than normal, right? You're looking for a swing failure like this, where price comes up like this, bearish divergence, ba-boom, ba-boom, and you're making the money on the downside, right? So that's what I'd be looking for here on TON. Just keeping it simple, right? So you're either looking for the rejection or the continuation in either direction, okay? So being a prepared trader, waiting for that trap to be set and for crushing the trades as they present themselves. For all the new people here, the true value is in the free Discord. It says Mark Dutch, join us to gain financial freedom. And that's where it is, man. That is where it is. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, join us in the Discord, sign up with our affiliate links down below. BloFin, trusted exchange, helping all of you guys get away from what I fucked up, was joining FTX for my first exchange. I got dubbed. We're looking out for you. So make sure that you do use an exchange that we're all using here to help protect yourself against from fraudsters, hucksters, scammers, and all those people who love Elizabeth Warren. Let's go over to Core. We're going over to Core. That was my best commercial I think I've done in a while. I'm not good at selling stuff, and I'm aware of that. So I'm going to create a commercial. Core, double bottom, ish coin. Okay? double bottom ish coin. That's what I see here. Am I right? Oh, man. That's an ugly chart, man. It's an ugly, ugly chart. Buy low, sell high. I'd be waiting for this to get hit. Pump up. Yeah. Okay. Not even. I'm going to go from here. Ugh. Oh, man. I don't like it. Daily does look like it has potential to push back up. You do have money coming in. Looking at the 4 hour here. Yeah, double. Yeah, inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hour. I like these. I like these. So, yeah. Is this low lower? No, equal lows. So, if we get a little sweep down, just a little one. Creating that bullish divergence, that would have been perfect. Not convinced. Not convinced. I'll still look for this level down here at around $1.40. Okay, you want to see this hold naturally. But for me right now, it's probably coming down here. And if it doesn't, you look for higher highs and higher lows and continuation up to this trend line and breaking out, okay? Not to be funny, but it looks just like the algo chart. And you like the algo chart. Or you like the algo project, I believe, rather than the chart. Yeah, similarly. You got this big sell-off here, head and shoulders pattern. Bear market accumulation. Push up. Support, retesting bear market highs. Yeah, similar, but algo has, in my opinion, a better narrative. So, yeah. Let's go over to Dogecoin. Is that just Doggy? Dogecoin. Amy lives crypto. What about you? What coin would you like us to look at? You look at the industry. What is your coin of choice? Like if it's not Bitcoin, if it's not Ethereum, what is one of the coins that you hold that you like? Okay. I'm just curious. Also, we need to get you on the show. We also need to get LBC on the show. LBC, if he's still here, maybe tomorrow. I was super busy today scrambling, so today wouldn't have worked. But Amy Lives Crypto, we also need to get on the show as well and coordinate that. But I'm wondering, what kind of token do you look at? Amy with Mark Dutch almost got me. Oh, man. So, Dogecoin, the Doger, bottom of the range, right? Bottom of the range, money coming back in. And what's Amy's coin? She wanted Ton. Okay. It's a good name, Amy, by the way. That's a very good name. I like your name. And so does Piper. Piper's wife's name's Amy as well. Yeah, so the Dogecoin here, Elon's just got a tweet. That's all we got to do here. Elon's got a tweet. This is what happens when Elon tweets. Was this when Elon changed the Twitter logo to the Dogecoin? Yeah. Yeah, absolute chaos, right? See, everybody likes the name Amy. It's a good name. Okay, so you're getting lower lows here, pushing back up. Nice bottoming structure here on Dogecoin, on the Doge. So the Doge here is in a bull flag. Very aggressive, though. You could be looking for something like this, right? Going into Friday, we want to see it hold here and get above these lows here. So let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so you're holding the lows here. Let's get rid of this one and make it red because it's more important. And then you're pushing back as we speak from these lows here. Okay, so let's say Dogecoin holds this area. Yeah, swing failure pattern. Let's see it make a new high. That's what I want to see. I want to see a new high, and then I want to see continuation after that. So new high, taking out this area here, right? And then pushing out. And that would be the idea where you get that long after you break that high. And other than that, you want to keep it very, very simple. Okay? I saw someone requesting a token multiple times here. ENA. Frembo. Thank you for being here, man. Sorry if your request didn't get tallied up. Our mods do an amazing job, and they really help support me, and it's never easy. But they do catch a lot, and I have restricted them. I said, maximum of 8 to 10 coins maximum, and we've done 8. So thank you, Nick Musgrave, for supporting the channel, man. It means a lot to me, bro. Having you around is very important to me. But yeah, ENA, man, you're at those lows again. You're making those double bottoms. You're coming back. You're grabbing liquidity in this order block here. You want to see the V-shaped recovery, right? This is such an aggressive sell-off that it really can happen where you get the V-shaped recovery. So at the lows, if you believe in the project, possibly long opportunity, and that's as simple as you can keep it on something that has dropped so dramatically. And look at how scam wiki it is. So for me, anything like scam wiki like that, it's a very, 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 very cautious kind of trading journey with anything like this, where you're looking to give yourself enough wiggle room on a potential, stop hunt, right? Lowering that leverage, keeping, the potential for upside at levels like this is so great that it really doesn't matter. Rather you can buy on spot, or you could, go 3-5x leverage on here and really make your money up, right? Because this is a 40% move, right? So got in at 68 cents. Yeah, so you're okay in my opinion, right? 68 cents. Geez, you're fine, man. You're laughing right now. So I think you got a lot of upside potential. You're coming down to the bottoms. The lowest you're really probably going to go is 65 here. I can see in, and just hold on, right? I think patience is going to be key with anything like this, right? So let's remain patient. Let's understand where we're at in this cycle. They're trying to bore us out. They're trying to scare us out. You look left, you look right, you can see that retail is pretty broke, okay? Inflation has hurt us. They're starting to cut rates. They're going to turn the money printers back on. Institutional adoption is bigger than it's ever been right now. People are waking up to the realization that Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. We are going to pump eventually, okay? So stay here, stay with me, be patient, remain strong, and you know what? Together we will capitalize on this market, I promise you that, okay? Up, down, all around, side to side, splish, splash. I was having a bath. I'm going to be singing Rubber Ducky songs soon as Dad of the Year. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, helping me help you guys. Join us in the Discord. Use the links down below, all that good stuff. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios, taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pants full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.